asking how to start your own towing company. My name is Brando Linick. What's going on? I can help you out in this video when it comes down to a towing company, having started a lot of different types of businesses over the last 3 years. Some of them worked, some of them didn't work. I have close family and friends who have started their own trucking businesses, own towing companies. And when it comes to this, I help them out in the very beginning, and I will tell you, dealing with a fleet of vehicles, it can be as simple as having your own fleet, or you can start off with one fleet. All right, one tow truck you could buy used or new once you have a registered business and your business license, and then you can go out there and you can make a deal with your local community, municipality, or depending on where you're located, if it's a town, a city, you can build relationships with your city. And then you can offer services that are lower than the competition's, because you're starting out, you want to build a name for yourself, and then you can give tickets and tow cars to people whose vehicles, all right, are in current districts, all right. So you can do it that way. There's a lot of different ways, different approaches you can take, but I'll tell you this much. Dealing with towing people's cars, and if you get caught towing someone's car, it's not a pretty sight. I mean, that person will just rip you a new one, and having seen it before, having done it before, all right, the process of towing people's cars to and fro to certain junctions where you got to put them on the impound, and doing this all day and night, dealing with supplies, dealing with equipment, employees, okay, and managing and maintaining supplies, equipment, employees, a fleet of vehicles. Unless you're franchising out the business model, which if you're thinking about doing, comment down below and I'll point you in the right direction. But unless you're looking at it that way, if you're looking at this for similar reasons why family had started it, close family of mine and business associates had started it, because you want to start a simple business to make money, like you know you can make money doing this, and you know you can be your own boss doing this, if that's what you're looking for, I would highly advise you, before you head down this path and deal with supplies, equipment, employees, before you do it, if you hear me out here for a minute, I've got a lead I want to throw your way. And my story with this goes back about a year ago, all right, when I transitioned from this business model, and I came across a person who was building a business without supplies, without equipment, without employees, without any of that stuff. They're building a high multiple six-figure income business, and they're doing so on the internet, which is not average, not typical results, all right, but because they weren't driving to and fro from places, all right, because they weren't dealing with people screaming at them all the time because they're towing their truck away, all right, or their car away, because they weren't dealing with that environment, and they actually had freedom because they weren't managing employees, equipment, supplies. I started to model and copy what they're doing, because they're building a business right from their laptop computer, traveling around the world, building a business at the same time, which is really attractive to me. And in less than 3 months after modeling them, I was able to create a full-time business working part-time online. Sharing that with you, not because of the results, but because if you want to build a business for similar reasons why I looked at this, to start a simple business, to make money, to be your own boss, to create an income, all right, to have flexibility in your life, to do what you're passionate about, whether that's to travel more, retire your wife, retire your husband. If that's the case, learn to build a business online. Learn how to build a business where the internet does the heavy lifting for you, where you don't need supplies, equipment, employees, and you don't have to manage and maintain all that stuff, which can just give you a massive headache if you do. Some of you know what I'm talking about because you've built businesses before and you've managed employees before, and it can be a pain in the ass. So that's just my straight talk to you. That's my personal experience in this video review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as they put it together for you. Like I said, the internet's not the only way to go. But if this makes sense to you from a business standpoint to get the results that you want, all right, if you want to build an income in a business to be your own boss, then if you're coachable and trainable, make sure after this you check out my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link in the description below. What you'll see when you go there is a video from myself explaining more about my story, who I am, how I've done this, how you can do it too in detail. And then after that, I'll introduce you to a good friend and mentor of mine who shared this with me going back 16 months ago or 15 months ago, and how they're still currently traveling the world building a multiple six-figure income business right from their laptop, right from their computer. So that said, I appreciate you. It's been fun. If you connect with me or not, that's cool. And I'll see you on the beaches of the world. Take care.